Somewhere in the vast, ink-dark tapestry of the universe, space trembles. Not with sound, not with movement, but with something deeper, an invisible tension running beneath the surface of reality itself. Like a sheet of ice under strain, the fabric of space holds its shape until one day a fracture appears. A crack in space. To the untrained eye, space seems tranquil, silent, unmoving. But space is not empty. It is not still. It's not even solid. It is a restless ocean of energy, a living network woven from the threads of quantum fields and gravity, time and entropy, possibility and chaos. And like anything under stress, it can break. Scientists once believed the vacuum of space to be void. But the closer we looked, the more we saw particles flickering into existence and vanishing, magnetic fields twisting, warping, stretching across galaxies. Beneath it all, the quantum foam churns. An infinite storm of energy, fluctuations bubbling beneath the Planck scale, a place so small, so alien, that even our mathematics trembles at the edge of understanding. But sometimes, just sometimes, this storm pushes through. A crack appears. A discontinuity, a cosmic defect, and what leaks through may not obey the rules of our universe. Physicists have a name for these cracks. They call them topological defects, wrinkles left over from the birth of the universe, imprints of ancient phase transitions when forces were still unifying, matter was condensing, and space itself was being written. These are the scars of creation. And like all scars, they tell a story older than stars. Older than light, some are lines infinitely thin, stretching across the cosmos like the runes of a forgotten god. Others are walls, vast, invisible sheets that slice through galaxies like glass. And then there are the points, silent, still, and dense beyond comprehension. They may be cosmic strings, domain walls, monopoles, or something we don't yet have words for. What lies within these cracks is not just mystery. It is a challenge to our understanding of everything. If space can break, what is space? If reality can tear, what lies beneath it? In 2023, a team of astronomers observed a bizarre lensing effect, a bending of light that couldn't be explained by any known mass. The light of a distant quasar twisted and split, as if passing through a hairline fracture in space. No black hole, no dark matter, just a crack. It might have been a string, a relic from the early universe vibrating across the void. If so, it would confirm theories born in the crucible of high-energy physics and string theory. And it would mean that space is not as smooth, not as secure as we thought. Imagine pulling at the edge of wallpaper and revealing a second wall behind it. Alien, incomprehensible, made of different laws. That's what these cracks could be. Glimpses into a deeper layer of existence. A place where causality breaks, where time loops back on itself, where particles fall into themselves and become pure information. There are whispers, quiet hints from equations, anomalies in the cosmic microwave background, unrepeatable bursts of energy detected by telescopes orbiting Earth. They don't form a pattern. Not yet. But together, they paint a picture of a universe far more fractured than it appears. Perhaps our cosmos is not a single seamless space, but a patchwork of overlapping regions, stitched together by these invisible seams. And perhaps those seams are coming undone. Some believe these fractures are harmless, static relics, but others suggest a more terrifying possibility, that these cracks can grow. If a topological defect were to stretch, to shift, to rupture space at cosmic scale, what would happen? Would galaxies be sliced in half? Would light fail to reach us from distant stars? Would causality collapse like a house of cards? Or would something crawl through? There is a theory in modern cosmology known as the false vacuum hypothesis. It suggests that what we call the vacuum of space is not the true ground state of the universe, but a temporary lull in a storm of potential. That somewhere, hidden beyond the veil of observable space, is a deeper, lower energy state, a true vacuum. And if such a region were to form, just a single atom's worth of space breaking into this lower state, it would expand at the speed of light, devouring everything in its path. Physics, chemistry, even the constants of nature would be rewritten. No warning, no escape, just a wave of annihilation, smooth and silent as a falling tide. This isn't science fiction. It is a natural consequence of quantum field theory. And the only reason we haven't been consumed by such a bubble is perhaps it simply hasn't reached us yet. The cracks in space may be evidence that such bubbles have already formed in other regions of the universe, or that something is pressing through from another domain, a higher dimension, a shadow universe. Theories like brain cosmology suggest that our entire universe may be just a slice, a 3D membrane floating in a higher dimensional space. And if that's true, then these cracks, they might be where the membranes touch, where energy leaks across, where laws bend and new realities seep in. We might be living not in a pristine cosmos, but on a cracked canvas, a temporary structure, a dream held together by the thinnest threads of stability. And yet, here we are, in the middle of the swirling, shifting, fracturing expanse of possibility we exist. We wonder. We build machines that see through time and telescopes that listen to the echoes of creation. We map the cracks, we trace the scars, and we try against all odds to understand. Because somewhere within those cracks may lie the answer to the oldest questions we've ever asked. What is space? What is time? What is reality? And what happens when it breaks? Consider, for a moment, that space itself is an illusion, a magnificent hologram painted across dimensions we can scarcely fathom. Beneath our everyday reality, beneath even the strange quantum world we think we've glimpsed, something even stranger might be hiding. A realm where dimensions fold in on themselves, spiraling into intricate, unimaginable geometries. A place where our known laws become mere shadows cast from another existence entirely. Some physicists speculate these cracks in the cosmic fabric could connect us with parallel universes, endless variations of reality, each slightly different from our own. Universes where gravity flows differently, where atoms never coalesced into stars, where the constants we rely upon are alien numbers in an unknown language. Through these breaches, realities might touch briefly, brushing against each other with subtle ripples of energy, ripples we barely perceive as oddities, anomalies in astronomical observations. But what if these encounters are not always subtle? What if, through a widening crack, something more tangible were able to cross over? A force, perhaps, or even information from a cosmos governed by entirely unfamiliar rules. The intrusion could distort the physical laws we take for granted, altering gravity, bending time, or causing fundamental particles to behave erratically, unraveling the careful balance that allows stars to shine and planets to orbit in harmony. In fact, something eerily similar might have already happened deep in the cosmic past. Scientists examining the patterns of cosmic microwave background radiation, the echo of the Big Bang, have noticed unusual patches, cold spots that defy explanation. Some theorize these anomalies could be scars from collisions between our universe and another, ancient cosmic bruises lingering billions of years after realities clashed. Imagine standing in a dense forest, surrounded by familiar trees and wildlife. Then suddenly you notice a tree unlike any other, its bark, leaves, even the way it absorbs sunlight, foreign, out of place. What you're witnessing is the botanical equivalent of an interuniversal event. Just as that strange tree hints at a distant, unknown land, these cosmic cold spots hint at universes beyond ours, strange neighbors separated by walls thinner and more permeable than we'd ever imagined. And what would it mean, philosophically, if we discovered undeniable evidence of other universes? What would it do to our sense of significance, of uniqueness? For centuries, humanity placed itself at the center of everything, first Earth, then the Sun, then our galaxy. Each discovery pushed us further from this imagined centrality. Perhaps discovering parallel universes, seeing clearly through the cracks, would deliver the final blow to our anthropocentric view of existence. Yet paradoxically, such knowledge could also elevate our sense of wonder and purpose. Perhaps our universe is not an isolated bubble floating alone in emptiness, but one island among infinite archipelagos of reality. Each island unique, each harboring its own set of stories, each rich with possibilities we cannot begin to fathom. And then there's the deeper, more unsettling implication of these fractures in space. If our universe truly is fragile, if it can crack, if reality itself is breakable, then it can also end. Not in slow heat death or in violent implosion, but quietly, instantaneously, through an expanding tear that resets the laws of physics. Such an ending wouldn't merely erase life, it would erase existence itself, rewriting reality in a blink, leaving no memory, no trace of the universe that once was. Yet, in this terrifying potential lies a profound poetry. Because we are here, now, contemplating these fractures, measuring the cosmos, reaching out into the dark void with telescopes and particle accelerators. We, fleeting and fragile beings, seek to understand the nature of our universe, even at the risk of discovering its ultimate instability. We question the very foundations of reality, aware that the answers we find might challenge every assumption we've ever made. Perhaps the deepest truth these cosmic cracks offer is the realization that we, along with everything we've ever known, exist precariously balanced on the edge of unimaginable complexity. We are voyagers adrift on a fragile raft, navigating an ocean of unknown dangers. Yet our journey continues. Despite, or perhaps because of, this uncertainty, we seek meaning. We search for understanding in the vast, fractured cosmos. And in doing so, we touch upon something extraordinary, a fleeting sense of connection with the very fabric of the universe, fragile and beautiful, infinite and mysterious. The cosmos, it seems, whispers its secrets through these cracks, hinting at realms we cannot yet fully imagine. And we, humbled yet determined, listen carefully, knowing that what lies behind those cosmic fractures could change everything we thought we understood about existence itself. Yet, while these fractures in the universe appear perilous and alien, they may also hold within them the keys to our greatest scientific breakthroughs. Throughout history, every crisis, every challenge to our understanding has been an invitation and opening into realms of discovery previously unimagined. Could these cosmic cracks, these topological defects, become the gateways that bridge the gap between physics as we know it and physics as it might yet become? Perhaps hidden behind these strange fissures lie insights that would unify quantum mechanics and general relativity. The great unsolved mystery of modern science. A theory of everything, elusive yet tantalizingly close, waiting just beyond the edges of our perception. Imagine humanity mastering the science of these cosmic fissures, turning instability into opportunity, chaos into clarity. Advanced civilizations, perhaps scattered across galaxies, may have already learned how to detect, understand, and even harness these fractures. They might navigate through the cracks, not just observing parallel worlds, but traveling between them, stepping across realities as easily as we sail across seas. The discovery and exploration of these cosmic anomalies could rewrite the history of life itself. We may one day look at the evolution of the cosmos not as isolated phenomena within our own universe, but as part of an interconnected network of universes exchanging matter, energy, and even information. Biological evolution might take on new meaning if we find that life, or at least the building blocks of life, can seep through these universal cracks, traveling across cosmic boundaries, seeding worlds beyond our own. Already, the concept of panspermia, the idea that life can travel across space and populate other worlds, captures our imagination. But cosmic fractures could take this idea further, enabling a deeper panspermia that transcends not only space but also the fabric of reality itself. Life might be far more universal and resilient than we've ever dared to believe. At the very edges of modern physics, theorists whisper about cosmic strings, strands of pure energy left over from the earliest moments of the universe, capable of warping space-time dramatically enough to enable phenomena previously thought impossible. Approaching one of these strings, a spacecraft could traverse immense distances, bypassing traditional space and time entirely. A journey across galaxies could become a simple leap, enabled by the geometry of the cosmos itself. And yet, these powerful cosmic objects would not come without risks. Approach too close and the gravitational fields might tear matter apart, atom by atom, stretching and distorting reality into an unrecognizable form. Like ancient sailors navigating treacherous seas, we would need not only courage but profound understanding to safely chart such cosmic hazards. But beyond practicality and scientific curiosity, these cosmic fractures also inspire profound philosophical reflection. If space can break, if reality can shift beneath our feet, perhaps the universe itself is more fragile, more delicate than we realize. Perhaps reality, in its grand magnificence, is not just a structure but a state of mind, one we collectively maintain by believing in its stability, exploring its boundaries, and questioning its nature. Our existence itself may hinge upon delicate cosmic balances we barely comprehend. Each fracture, each strange anomaly, invites us to reconsider our assumptions about permanence and stability. Are we simply passengers in this universe, passive observers witnessing cosmic events unfolding around us? Or might we, through understanding and eventually manipulating these phenomena, become active participants in shaping the cosmic landscape itself? The ancient Greeks gazed at stars, searching for patterns, gods, and meaning. Renaissance astronomers saw orbits and laws of nature. Modern scientists detect ripples in space-time, cosmic background radiation, and gravitational waves. Every age discovers new cosmic landmarks, reshaping humanity's place in the cosmos. Perhaps the next step is recognizing and mastering the cracks between worlds, the seams between realities. We stand on the precipice of a profound cosmic realization. The universe is not merely a background against which we live our lives, but a dynamic, living tapestry of infinite complexity. Fractures, cracks, and anomalies are not flaws, they are messages, encrypted signals sent across cosmic distances, waiting patiently for a species capable enough, curious enough, brave enough to decode their meaning. For centuries, we've stared into the darkness, wondering if we're alone. Perhaps we have been asking the wrong question. Perhaps the cosmos itself is alive, not in the way we define life, but as a responsive, interconnected system of infinite possibilities. These cosmic cracks are reminders that the universe, in all its wonder, is still young and unfinished, still forming, still evolving. As we peer deeper into these fissures, telescopes trained on distant galaxies, particle accelerators probing the quantum realm, we find not only strange new physics but an extraordinary new narrative of our universe. We discover that we are explorers on a cosmic scale, searchers driven by the ultimate question: what truly lies beneath reality? In seeking these answers, we reaffirm humanity's most enduring quality, our ceaseless curiosity, our boundless wonder, and our relentless pursuit of understanding. The universe may indeed be cracked, fragile, and mysterious, but within those cracks lies the possibility of discovery, adventure, and revelation beyond our wildest dreams. In our endless pursuit of understanding, we've built observatories atop mountains and sent telescopes beyond Earth's atmosphere, hoping to glimpse the secrets that lie hidden deep within the universe. Yet these instruments might soon be joined by even stranger tools, devices designed specifically to detect not just the subtle ripples in space-time, but the fractures themselves, the cosmic fissures through which realities might bleed into one another. Imagine an observatory dedicated not to photons or radio waves, but to the delicate distortions of reality itself. Instruments sensitive enough to detect tiny, almost imperceptible shifts in physical constants, hints that somewhere, somehow, reality itself is fraying. Such an observatory could become humanity's greatest scientific enterprise, watching patiently as space-time shifts and trembles beneath the steady gaze of our curiosity. These tools, astonishing as they might seem, could be just decades away. Already, experiments buried deep underground seek elusive particles that slip silently through ordinary matter, ghost-like neutrinos and theoretical axions. Particles whose existence could confirm dimensions beyond the familiar three of space and one of time. Perhaps these elusive entities originate from cracks in space itself. Emissaries arriving from distant and alien realities, their mere presence redefining what we consider possible. As we delve deeper, we find ourselves confronted with an even more haunting possibility. Could consciousness itself be connected to these fractures in reality? Could our very perception of existence, our thoughts, dreams, intuition be subtly influenced by anomalies in space-time? Some radical theories suggest that consciousness, far from being an isolated phenomenon confined within our brains, might actually resonate across dimensions, reflecting disturbances at the cosmic scale. Imagine, then, consciousness not as a mere biological accident, but as an inherent property of a universe woven together through multidimensional threads. The mind might be tuned, even unknowingly, to vibrations that traverse reality's fabric, echoes originating from distant cosmic fractures. Perhaps this explains humanity's deep-seated sense of wonder, our fascination with mysteries that lie far beyond our daily lives. As unsettling as these notions might appear, they compel us toward an extraordinary new perspective. If our universe is indeed cracked, if it can open doors to hidden realities, then our place within it must be redefined. We are not mere spectators, we are integral threads in this cosmic tapestry, intertwined with realities we have barely begun to imagine. Every scientific revolution emerges from an idea first considered impossible. Just as once the heliocentric model, the theory of relativity, and quantum mechanics defied the common wisdom of their times, so might our understanding of these cosmic fractures revolutionize physics, cosmology, and philosophy itself. New insights could transform our view of existence, showing us that the universe is not simply a stage upon which life evolves, but a participant, actively shaping the very laws that govern it. Consider a universe where space-time defects are not mere anomalies, but active, evolving phenomena, entities with their own life cycle, birth, growth, and eventual dissolution. Perhaps our cosmos, far from static, is dynamically shifting and evolving, continually generating new branches of reality, each arising from subtle disturbances that ripple outward, reshaping the cosmic landscape. Scientists today explore increasingly radical hypotheses, such as the multiverse, holographic realities, or extradimensional brains, each scenario demanding that we reconsider what we accept as fundamentally real. And every fracture detected in space might be another piece of evidence nudging us toward a paradigm shift. It may soon be time for humanity to move beyond our comfortable view of the cosmos and accept a new truth. Reality itself may be infinitely richer, stranger, and more interconnected than we ever dared to imagine. As we peer through the cracks, we must also reflect inward. Each new discovery forces us to question our own significance, our purpose in an increasingly vast and mysterious cosmos. If reality itself is permeable, then the line between observer and observed, between humanity and the universe, dissolves. We find ourselves not separate from the cosmos, but fundamentally embedded within it. Conscious witnesses, explorers whose very presence might subtly shape the reality we seek to understand. Perhaps the ultimate challenge these cosmic fractures pose is not merely scientific, but deeply existential. They compel us to reconsider not only what the universe is, but who we are within it. By confronting the reality that our cosmos is delicate, permeable, and perhaps even temporary, we gain humility, and through humility, wisdom. We stand at the threshold of profound transformation. Every fracture we detect, every anomaly we study, is an invitation, a call to courage, curiosity, and openness. Behind the fragile veil of our known universe lies an infinite expanse of possibilities, awaiting those bold enough to venture beyond familiar shores. And thus, we continue to watch the heavens, driven by the timeless human desire to understand our place in this ever-shifting cosmos, forever chasing truths hidden in the delicate cracks of reality itself. When we consider the universe, we often imagine it as an endless, pristine expanse, a timeless ocean of stars, galaxies, and nebulae. Yet, beneath this tranquil facade lies a universe that's far from perfect. A cosmos marked by imperfections, anomalies, and unseen turmoil. And it is precisely within these imperfections, these subtle yet profound fractures, that the true story of the universe unfolds. Modern cosmology increasingly views these cosmic fissures not merely as threats, but as rare windows into our universe's infancy. The early cosmos, unimaginably hot and dense, rapidly expanded in a violent dance we call inflation, a fleeting moment in which reality itself stretched faster than the speed of light. As it cooled, space-time crystallized, but imperfections were inevitably frozen within it, like bubbles trapped in ancient ice. These cosmic imperfections survived billions of years, preserved as subtle ripples and fractures throughout the cosmos. Astoundingly, we ourselves owe our very existence to such imperfections. Without these subtle irregularities, matter would have dispersed evenly throughout the universe. Too smooth, too uniform to form galaxies, stars, planets, or life. It was precisely these minuscule fractures in space-time, seated in the first instance after the Big Bang, that shaped the vast cosmic web of galaxies, stars, and ultimately planets like Earth. But what if the fracturing process never truly ended? What if space-time is continuously breaking, rearranging, and healing in ways we have yet to perceive fully? Imagine a universe in constant flux, subtly shifting beneath our feet like sand dunes sculpted by invisible winds. Perhaps what we perceive as stable reality is only an ephemeral snapshot within a far more dynamic tapestry, a brief calm in the cosmic storm. Intriguingly, some physicists propose that dark energy, the mysterious force accelerating the expansion of our universe, could itself be a symptom of ongoing fractures within space-time. This strange, invisible energy may not be simply pushing galaxies apart. Instead, it could represent deeper shifts within the very fabric of reality. The universe may be slowly tearing itself apart, gently unraveling threads once woven tightly together. If this is true, the cosmos isn't merely expanding. It is transforming, continually reinventing itself. The distant future might see our universe reshaped entirely, stitched anew from fractures yet to appear. Perhaps new laws of physics will emerge, governing future galaxies that would seem utterly alien to us today. We are left to wonder, could life adapt to such profound cosmic shifts? Could consciousness evolve to perceive and survive within realities we currently cannot even imagine? Life, after all, has demonstrated astonishing adaptability throughout Earth's history, emerging from deep oceans, thriving in volcanic vents, and flourishing even in the harshest deserts. Perhaps life, too, might adapt to exist amidst cosmic fractures, reshaped by shifting physics into forms we cannot yet conceive. And as we peer deeper, another captivating possibility arises. What if some fractures do not connect merely to other universes, but to different epochs of our own? Time, we know, is deeply intertwined with space. A fissure in space might also become a doorway through time, a gateway linking distant eras within our universe. The implications would be extraordinary. Could cosmic fissures one day allow humanity to peer backward, to glimpse firsthand the universe's fiery origins, or forward into its far distant fate? Yet even as we dream about these incredible scenarios, we must remain humble. The universe has always exceeded our imagination, consistently revealing truths stranger and richer than our boldest speculations. Perhaps these cosmic cracks are a reminder of our limits, the edges of comprehension, beyond which reality becomes truly unknowable. It is at these edges, at the very boundaries between known and unknown, that science thrives. Each cosmic anomaly, each fracture, beckons humanity forward, compelling us to build greater telescopes, stronger accelerators, and deeper theoretical frameworks. Our response to these mysteries reflects the essence of human spirit, a relentless, courageous drive toward discovery, despite uncertainty, despite risk, and despite knowing how little we might ever truly comprehend. We cannot predict exactly what truths lie behind these fractures. But history teaches us that every new revelation about the universe transforms humanity, reshaping not only our knowledge but our self-understanding. The discovery of cosmic fissures could catalyze a new renaissance, a profound shift in our perspective on reality, life, and the meaning of our existence. And so, with open minds and steady hearts, we continue our journey, venturing ever deeper into the unknown. Guided by curiosity, emboldened by our dreams, we gaze into the fractured cosmos, knowing full well that whatever secrets lie behind its enigmatic veil, they hold the power to redefine our place in the grand story of the universe. As we venture even deeper into this cosmic mystery, we begin to realize that these fractures might be more than mere physical phenomena. Perhaps they are clues, subtle cosmic breadcrumbs scattered across the vastness of space, inviting us toward a greater truth hidden within reality itself. Astrophysicists today speak softly of the hidden geometry underlying our universe, intricate patterns woven beneath the surface waiting to be revealed. Imagine reality as an immense tapestry, each thread representing a fundamental force or particle delicately intertwined. If even one thread shifts, twists, or breaks, the entire design subtly changes, echoing outward through space and time. Perhaps the fractures we've detected are simply reflections of these deeper shifts, evidence that beneath the observable universe, a hidden geometry continuously reshapes itself, influenced by forces and interactions still beyond our grasp. Some cosmologists theorize that the universe is holographic, a vast, three-dimensional illusion projected from a distant boundary we cannot see. From this perspective, cosmic fractures might represent distortions in this projection, brief glimpses behind the cosmic curtain. They would be akin to subtle disruptions on a cinema screen, moments when we catch sight of the projector itself, the true source of the grand illusion in which we exist. What if the universe we inhabit is merely one phase within a vast cosmic cycle? Perhaps reality unfolds in repeating cycles of formation, fragmentation, and renewal, like cosmic breaths taken by an infinitely patient cosmos. These fractures could then signify transitions, moments when one cosmic breath ends and another begins, windows of chaos preceding new creation. In our pursuit of understanding, we might discover that the cosmos is infinitely more creative and dynamic than we dared to imagine. Fractures, rather than being destructive anomalies, could be integral to cosmic renewal, necessary disturbances within a continually evolving reality. Through destruction and recreation, reality might regenerate itself, forever fresh and vibrant. Imagine the future, thousands or even millions of years from now. Humanity, or perhaps some distant descendant, has learned to coexist with, even thrive upon, these fractures. Civilizations could emerge that deliberately position themselves near these cosmic anomalies, harnessing exotic energies pouring through these spatial rifts. Such societies would dwell at the boundaries of reality, living amid shifting laws of physics, becoming masters of worlds we cannot yet comprehend. Yet, even in this imagined future, the cosmos would retain its mystery. For every fracture understood, a new, deeper enigma would emerge. The universe, it seems, thrives on complexity, always presenting new puzzles to those brave enough to search. Perhaps our reality is inherently enigmatic, not as a limitation, but as an essential quality, a driving force encouraging endless curiosity and growth. Could the cosmos itself be conscious, not in a human sense, but in a broader, universal awareness woven into the very structure of space-time? Fractures might then represent the cosmos' attempts at self-understanding, expressions of a cosmic mind contemplating its own infinite complexity. We, in our quest for knowledge, would become instruments of this larger awareness, agents through which the universe perceives itself. And if our universe is indeed conscious in some profound, unknowable way, then each discovery we make, each new fracture we chart, each secret we reveal becomes part of a grand, cosmic dialogue. Humanity would not merely explore reality, we would participate actively in its unfolding, contributing to a story older and grander than we can fathom. Ultimately, our study of cosmic fractures reminds us that our universe is an extraordinary place, rich, mysterious, and endlessly fascinating. The fractures we detect are like whispers in a cosmic language, subtle yet profound, enticing us toward deeper understanding. As long as humanity continues to listen, to question, to wonder, these cosmic fractures will remain not only mysteries to be solved but opportunities to evolve, expand, and transcend. Thus, we gaze outward and inward simultaneously, examining the cosmos, exploring our deepest selves, forever united in our quest to comprehend the magnificent strangeness that is reality itself. To truly understand these mysterious cracks, perhaps we need to reimagine space itself, not as a static emptiness, but as something living, breathing, pulsating with an intricate rhythm we've yet to fully grasp. We typically think of the universe as vast expanses of darkness punctuated by bright islands of stars. But beneath these visible wonders, there may exist hidden structures, unseen pathways, interwoven channels of energy through which reality continuously flows and evolves. In certain hidden corners of theoretical physics, whispers of a deeper reality begin to surface. The concept of quantum entanglement, particles bound together across immeasurable distances, might hint at invisible threads woven through these fractures. Could entanglement itself be evidence of deeper connections, links not only within our universe, but also between worlds separated by cracks in space-time? Perhaps these entangled particles are subtle echoes, vibrations traveling along invisible filaments connecting realities. If we pursue this line of thinking, a striking possibility emerges. Perhaps intelligent civilizations scattered across the cosmos have already discovered these hidden connections, mastering communication across cosmic cracks. Advanced beings might speak silently through entangled particles, messages encoded not in electromagnetic signals, but in the quantum states of particles themselves. These cosmic whispers would transcend traditional notions of space and time, traveling instantaneously across the void, linking minds and worlds in ways our current technology cannot yet imagine. We ourselves might someday discover or decode such signals, finding that cosmic fractures are not isolated anomalies but parts of an elaborate network, an interstellar information highway stretching through dimensions. The cosmic silence we perceive could, in fact, be filled with voices, vibrant exchanges occurring beyond our awareness, encoded deep within the quantum fabric. And yet, another profound mystery awaits us. How would these fractures affect the flow of time itself? Near massive celestial bodies, we already witness how gravity distorts the flow of time. Imagine then the effect these cosmic cracks, disruptions more fundamental than gravitational fields, could have on temporal perception. Near a space-time fracture, time might behave unpredictably, flowing faster, slower, or even looping back upon itself. Future explorers approaching these fractures might witness history unfold like a distant memory, observing galaxies forming and dissolving, stars bursting to life and fading into darkness, all within moments. Conversely, they might find time frozen in perpetual stasis, capturing an instant of cosmic creation like a photograph preserved forever in reality's deepest fabric. Such experiences could profoundly change human perception of existence itself. How would consciousness cope with such temporal anomalies? Would it adapt, evolving senses attuned not only to three-dimensional space but also to the subtle, shifting dimensions of time? Perhaps consciousness, flexible and resilient, would evolve new capacities, new senses, new forms of awareness we cannot currently envision. Moreover, the fractures themselves might become living laboratories, cosmic crucibles where new physical laws are forged. Particles emerging from these regions could exhibit entirely novel properties, challenging every physical theory we've painstakingly constructed. Through these anomalies, nature itself might hint at deeper symmetries and hidden layers of physics, revealing secrets that would propel humanity into unimaginable technological leaps. Yet even with advanced science and technology, these fractures might never yield fully to understanding, perhaps intentionally. Nature, in its infinite creativity, may have woven uncertainty into the fabric of reality, ensuring the cosmos forever retains an element of mystery. We might discover that these fractures serve as cosmic reminders that wonder, awe, and uncertainty are as integral to existence as matter, energy, and time. Thus, humanity stands at the intersection of profound possibility and eternal mystery. We are explorers seeking answers within a cosmos that constantly renews its own questions. With each cosmic fracture discovered, we sense anew the thrill and humility of exploration, reminded that, however much we learn, there will always be more waiting just beyond our reach, silently inviting us to venture deeper still. And perhaps in the end, our greatest reward will be not in answers finally found, but in the infinite journey itself, forever chasing glimpses of truth within the beautiful, fractured mosaic we call the universe. If reality itself is fractured, if space-time can truly split open, then perhaps even the foundations of mathematics and logic, the very languages we've devised to understand the cosmos, might be incomplete. Mathematics is humanity's greatest universal translator, revealing truths hidden within patterns of numbers and geometry. Yet, faced with cosmic fractures, could mathematics itself need reinvention? New kinds of numbers, equations, and theories might emerge, guiding us through a landscape we can barely yet perceive. Through history, each time humanity discovered a fundamental law, our understanding of the universe shifted dramatically. Newton's laws allowed us to navigate worlds. Einstein's equations revealed the malleability of space and time. Quantum mechanics showed us a reality governed by probability rather than certainty. Perhaps, in discovering and decoding these cosmic fractures, we stand once more at the brink of a revolutionary leap. One that will redefine not only physics, but our very notions of reality. What if the seemingly absolute laws we rely upon, such as the speed of light, Planck's constant, or the charge of an electron, vary subtly across these cosmic fractures? Different universes, glimpsed through these cracks, might possess fundamentally altered constants. Reality could be richer, more diverse, and far stranger than our current physics can comprehend. In crossing a fracture, travelers might find themselves in a universe where chemistry, biology, even consciousness must function under dramatically different rules. We can imagine explorers of the distant future charting these cosmic fissures as sailors once charted oceans, mapping out safe passageways through shifting fields of space-time. Cosmic cartographers could identify stable regions, dangerous anomalies, and perhaps even record encounters with universes that offer insights or threats far beyond human experience. These journeys would make the voyages of ancient mariners seem trivial by comparison, carrying humanity not merely across space but across the very thresholds separating entirely different existences. And with such exploration, humanity's collective perspective would evolve. We would no longer view ourselves as isolated beings confined to one small corner of one solitary universe. Instead, our identity would expand outward, becoming something richer, deeper, and profoundly interconnected, a cosmic species aware of countless other realities, cultures, and laws of nature. Yet, for all our dreams of exploration, we must also consider profound ethical and philosophical implications. If we discover realities beyond our own, do we have the right to alter them? What responsibility accompanies such cosmic knowledge? Advanced civilizations able to manipulate these fractures might face profound choices. Should they preserve these delicate boundaries, respecting the integrity of other universes, or might they risk intervention, seeking knowledge or resources that could benefit or imperil their own reality? This would compel us to redefine concepts of responsibility, morality, and universal stewardship. Ethical debates might transcend earthly concerns, becoming cosmic discussions about how to treat universes beyond our own. As humanity matures into a species capable of interacting with these deeper cosmic structures, we would inevitably face dilemmas no previous generation ever imagined. Furthermore, our cultural identity might transform profoundly. With the recognition of multiple universes, humans would develop new art forms, literature, philosophy, and religion, expressions reflecting an expanded cosmic consciousness. Our stories, music, and myths would become richer, more nuanced, carrying echoes of realities glimpsed through these fractures. Perhaps future civilizations would craft cosmic symphonies or poems inspired directly by journeys across these mysterious divides. As we step forward into this infinite tapestry of possibilities, humanity's greatest strength remains our curiosity, an unyielding force compelling us to explore the unknown, embrace uncertainty, and evolve alongside the universe itself. The fractures in space-time might initially seem daunting, even terrifying, yet they also offer us profound hope. A vision of humanity not merely surviving, but thriving, becoming explorers of dimensions, architects of new mathematics, custodians of realities yet unborn. And in doing so, we become participants in something far greater. A cosmic drama unfolding through endless cycles of creation and renewal. Each fracture discovered, each universe glimpsed, each new truth learned enriches the tapestry of existence, offering humanity a chance to grow wiser, kinder, and ever more profoundly aware of our place in this magnificent, fractured cosmos. Every civilization, upon reaching a critical moment in its development, encounters boundaries, frontiers that challenge their knowledge, their assumptions, and their place in the cosmos. For humanity, these cosmic fractures represent precisely such a frontier. At this boundary between what we know and what we have yet to comprehend lies not only scientific challenge, but existential possibility. It's conceivable that beyond these cracks, beyond the flickering boundary of space-time as we know it, there exist entirely different states of existence, realms not of matter or energy, but of pure information. Contemporary physics increasingly considers information as fundamental as atoms or energy itself. Information, some suggest, might transcend the physical universe, existing independently of matter or space-time. Could these fractures be doorways leading to universes built entirely from such abstract, immaterial landscapes? If reality is ultimately informational, then consciousness, our most intimate, elusive phenomenon, might also possess connections to these cosmic anomalies. Our mind's intricate patterns of information flowing within neural pathways could resonate subtly with informational universes beyond our own. Perhaps this resonance explains humanity's timeless fascination with mystery, our sense of connection to something far greater, something ineffable yet profoundly real. We might one day discover that consciousness itself acts as a navigator through this informational landscape, intuitively sensing these fractures, guiding our curiosity toward unseen truths. Perhaps great artists, philosophers, or visionaries throughout history unknowingly glimpsed shadows of these cosmic gateways, capturing them symbolically in paintings, myths, and poetry. Humanity's cultural heritage might already contain subtle echoes from realities hidden beyond our immediate perception. As technology advances, humans may build quantum devices sophisticated enough to tap directly into these fractures, extracting information or energy previously unknown to science. Quantum computing, already pushing the limits of classical computation, might evolve further, becoming capable of exploring or even communicating across these cosmic boundaries. Humanity would gain unprecedented access to knowledge from universes fundamentally different from our own, reshaping the foundations of technology, society, and identity itself. Yet, as we venture toward this cosmic horizon, we must also confront the possibility of encountering intelligences wholly unlike ourselves. If fractures lead to realms rich with informational complexity, might they also harbor forms of awareness fundamentally alien to our experience? Consciousness unbound by matter, energy, or even conventional concepts of individuality. Engaging with such entities would require redefining communication, empathy, and coexistence itself, pushing human culture into entirely new realms of understanding. Moreover, the existence of these cosmic cracks might profoundly impact our philosophical and spiritual perspectives. Religions, philosophies, and ethical systems, long anchored in familiar understandings of the cosmos, would face transformation. Humanity might embrace a broader spiritual view, acknowledging not just our connection to one another, but our profound interrelation with an intricate multiverse filled with infinite diversity. Such a shift in consciousness would inspire humanity to see itself less as separate from the cosmos and more as integral participants in a grand, universal symphony, each being contributing its unique melody to an endless composition. Our awareness would become cosmically inclusive, enriched by a deepened understanding of existence's infinite multiplicity. And as future generations adapt to this expanded reality, they might develop entirely new senses, biological or technological enhancements allowing direct perception of these fractures. Imagine humans capable of perceiving quantum fluctuations or dimensional shifts with the same ease we see colors or hear sounds today. Our descendants might not merely imagine or theorize about alternate universes, they might perceive, interact with, even inhabit them directly. Yet even then, amidst such extraordinary capability, the mystery at the heart of these cosmic fractures might remain fundamentally unknowable. Perhaps, paradoxically, it is this unknowability, this perpetual uncertainty, that grants existence its deepest meaning. Life, after all, draws much of its wonder and beauty from uncertainty. Complete understanding, absolute certainty, might drain reality of its essential magic. Therefore, perhaps the true gift these cosmic fractures offer humanity is not answers, but questions, beautiful, profound questions that inspire us to keep searching, keep reaching, keep evolving. Each fracture encountered serves as a mirror reflecting our deepest desires, the yearning to know, the courage to explore, and the humility to acknowledge that reality always transcends our understanding. In our journey toward these cosmic boundaries, we might ultimately discover that the greatest exploration occurs not outward into the depths of space, but inward into the infinite landscapes of consciousness itself. For it is within us, intertwined with the universe through invisible threads, that the deepest mysteries truly reside. We have long gazed upon the night sky as if it were an endless, eternal canvas, unchanging, reassuring in its permanence. Yet modern cosmology reveals a very different portrait. The universe, rather than being a static masterpiece, is continually reinventing itself, alive, restless, brimming with dynamic forces beyond ordinary perception. Within this restless universe, cosmic fractures may represent the universe's method of evolution, points where new cosmic paradigms emerge, reshaping the very foundation of reality. Perhaps our cosmos is not alone in experiencing such phenomena. The concept of a multiverse suggests countless universes exist side by side, each with its own unique set of physical laws and structures. In such an infinitely branching landscape, fractures could become conduits through which universes influence each other, exchanging energies, particles, or even fundamental properties. Reality itself might be deeply interconnected across infinite variations, forming a complex web of universes engaged in continuous cosmic dialogue. If so, the universe we inhabit could be thought of as an organism, alive not in biological terms, but as a vast, self-organizing entity, continually adjusting and responding to influences from parallel realities. Fractures would then function like synapses within a cosmic brain, connecting different realities, transferring information, influencing cosmic evolution at a scale beyond ordinary imagination. And humanity, far from insignificant, would play a crucial role as observers and participants in this vast cosmic interplay. Quantum theory reminds us that observation itself influences reality at the deepest level. What if our collective observation, the act of seeking, measuring, and understanding, actually contributes subtly but meaningfully to the universe's continual evolution? Perhaps consciousness itself is an essential force within the cosmic process, guiding reality's unfolding in ways we scarcely comprehend. As we expand our understanding, we may discover that cosmic fractures could be intentionally cultivated. Future civilizations might learn how to trigger controlled disruptions in space-time, carefully opening temporary gateways for exploration, communication, or exchange. The controlled creation and manipulation of such fractures could become central to cosmic engineering, allowing us not just to explore but to consciously shape aspects of reality itself. Yet, as with any profound power, ethical considerations would inevitably arise. Civilizations capable of influencing cosmic boundaries must grapple with responsibilities of immense magnitude. What unintended consequences might ripple through reality if fractures are mishandled or exploited? Cosmic ethics might emerge as the defining philosophical challenge of advanced societies, demanding profound wisdom, compassion, and humility to wield such extraordinary capacities safely. Furthermore, these fractures might also serve as reservoirs of cosmic memory, repositories preserving ancient information from moments near the universe's birth. Studying them could enable humanity to reconstruct history from eras before stars formed, capturing glimpses of reality's earliest moments. They might become archives of cosmic knowledge, whispering forgotten stories that trace the origins of existence itself. And imagine civilizations united not merely by geography or shared biology, but by their collective interaction with these cosmic phenomena. Different species across distant galaxies, each encountering fractures independently, might forge alliances based on shared curiosity, knowledge exchange, and mutual exploration. Fractures would thus serve not only as physical gateways, but also as cultural and diplomatic bridges, uniting diverse civilizations across interstellar distances. Ultimately, by exploring and understanding these cosmic fissures, we begin to redefine the very meaning of exploration. Exploration would no longer be defined merely by the distances traveled, but by the dimensions traversed, the universes discovered, and the boundaries of consciousness expanded. The final frontier, it seems, lies not only out there, amidst the galaxies and stars, but in the hidden corridors between realities themselves. In venturing toward these corridors, we come face to face with our ultimate destiny as a cosmic species poised delicately between curiosity and responsibility, knowledge and wisdom, exploration and respect. The fractures we explore offer us a profound challenge and a beautiful invitation to step boldly forward into realms of infinite possibility, ever mindful that our true journey lies within as much as it lies among the stars. In the end, these cosmic fractures remind us of something essential: that our universe is endlessly complex, wonderfully dynamic, and profoundly interconnected. Reality, as we know it, might indeed be fragile, yet it is precisely within that fragility that we find boundless beauty and infinite possibility. As we continue to peer into the depths of space and time, guided by curiosity and driven by the timeless human impulse to explore, we embrace the extraordinary opportunity to deepen our understanding not only of the universe, but of ourselves. Each fracture discovered, each mystery unveiled, brings us closer to comprehending our true place in the grand cosmic symphony. Perhaps our greatest adventure lies ahead as we bravely venture into these unknown realms, seeking truths hidden behind the cracks, pushing the limits of science, philosophy, and imagination itself. And in doing so, we affirm our most profound identity. We are explorers, forever reaching outward, forever growing inward, forever asking questions, forever discovering answers that reshape reality itself. For within each cosmic fracture lies not the end, but the beginning, an eternal invitation to journey ever deeper into the wonders of the universe and the infinite landscapes of our own consciousness.